So, um, I just thought about somebody asking me, what is it that I believe? And ever since I was 12 years old, I've always had questions. Like, I don't know how many people at 12 years old is asking these type of questions, but these are the questions that I had. Why, if God knows what we're going to do before we do it, get mad when we do it? That always bothered me. And you know, stuff like, okay, well, if God, like, or like, how in the world did animals that eat each other get on a boat together and don't eat each other, and then everybody else died, and like we not still till this day digging up bones when like human remains from that long ago, whenever we about to build construction or something like that, because there just should be like dead people in the grounds all over the place if the world would, you know, flooded like that. So, you know, I used to ask questions like that at 12. You know, like I used to, you know, just be really, really interested in what the Flying Dutchman is going on in the church and this Bible and God and what is going on. I was always curious about that. Almost to a point where my mom's was a little worried about me because I was just trying to make like a little, you know, like a little intimate space for me and God and stuff or whatever. So what I did is I went into the bathroom, because, you know, that's my spot. That's my throne. I go into the bathroom. That's where all my bright ideas come from. That's usually whenever y'all hear me talking, I'm in the bathroom, not doing nothing. I'm in pants up, sitting on the, you know, the top of the toilet. But, you know, like I'm not using it. I'm just sitting in there. That's just where I go. But, damn it, I don't know what I was just talking about. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was just, darn it. I know I was talking about how... Man, I don't think y'all was supposed to know anything about this. That's what I'm going to talk this up to. Maybe I wasn't supposed to tell. But whatever. No, you know, okay, no. So I used to be the type of person that did that in the bathroom, right? And my mother was all worried about it because she thought I was doing some type of seances or something in there. And that's just not what was happening. And I just always had a hunger for wanting to know more about it. And I find myself now learning even more, even though I went through like the up and down on like, are you real or aren't you real? Did I make a mistake by naming my firstborn Israel or what? You know, like that. And to know that I'm very clear on where I stand and what it is that I believe now, opposed to like how long it took me. It's took me 34 years to figure out what it is that I personally believe. Nikia Elaine Pearson Willis. I believe in one God and one God only. I do not believe in the devil. I don't. I believe that mankind, since the dawning of mankind, they stuck their hand in the cookie jar when they was told not to, and been on punishment ever since. And to us, it feels like it's a long time. And I feel as though when we did that, I don't even know why they didn't touch the freaking tree of life. Why you want to touch the freaking tree of knowledge? And that one was the tree that put us in this trance, in this curse, in this illusion. The name of the illusion, the name of the curse is called sin. So and now because we were born into this curse, we are born in, and we actually believe that there's a good and evil. And now we think that there's bad people, and that there's a devil and there's a God, that there's two powers. There's not two powers. The illusion is that there's two, but there is only one power, and it's God. He's the Almighty. No one is equivalent to him. But the illusion, the sin, the curse, the sin that we're in is this illusion that's what the deal is, because we live in this thing. A part of the curse is this thing that hovers over us, is the experiences called reality. And so our reality looks bad and all this other stuff because we believe in two powers and we believe in evil. So because of that, we're constantly drawing up. Now, let me skip on over and let you also know that I also am a true believer in the law of gravity and the law of love and the law of attraction and the law of electricity, the law of motion, there are laws, which means there are principles, cannot be broken without a consequence. Like there are laws that are in this world that we cannot see and touch and feel, that truly does exist. It doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. You step off a freaking ledge, you will go down all the way to the ground or the next thing in its path, and you can die. That's what happens when you disobey the law of gravity. Okay? It doesn't matter who you are. When you disobey the law of attraction, meaning when you say things and you play around with your words and you ain't careful, you will, even in laughter, draw to you certain experiences that creates your life. When you send out love, you will get back love, no matter how much. If you give nothing but love, all you're going to get back is love right there. That's all you're going to feel. That's all that's going to motivate you. When you kick back, hate on somebody, or you kick back, negative words on somebody, that's all you're going to bring into your experience as well. That's why you hear so many miserable people walking around fucking just upset, road rage. But I don't get road rage. I've never gotten road rage. That was never a thing for me. Because I already knew that this person did not wake up in the morning wondering, how can I fuck up Nakia's day today? No, that bitch ain't do that. No, that's not what happened. She fucking got distracted and made a mistake. And that's all that happened. She did not do anything to me. She just did something. And I can choose how to respond to that thing. And I choose to respond to that thing as, oh, all right, be careful next time. Keep it moving. That's what I do. That's the way I think. And that thought process took longer for me to tell you than how it actually happens in my head. In my head is about probably 3 seconds worth of time for me to have all of those words I just gave you happen in my head. I don't get upset. Not about that. That's how I handle road rage. Like, these are the things that I believe. Now, when you have both, what I honestly believe is that God made this thing called the game of life. And one of the things that's in the game of life is these rules called the law of attraction. But the thing is, some of y'all not going to know. Some of y'all not even going to know that y'all have it. Y'all just gonna look at it like luck. Y'all gonna look at it like coincidence. Y'all gonna look at it like that. Y'all gonna look at all of this and just have your own little concepts of it, knowing that it actually is a thing because people from all around the world can agree. But y'all not gonna really test those waters out and see where it has a place in the world. Like, why does that happen? Why is deja vu a thing across the world? How come everybody can attest to that? Because it has a place in this world. But most people who are not what we call woke, like everybody talking about, oh, I'm woke, and trust me, right now, no, they're not. They're not woke. They are trying to, and that is blessed. I am so happy about that they seek to be woke. They seeking the truth. They want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of them that think they woke, but they not. That's like I always bring this type of example up, like the chick that think that she had an orgasm but she hasn't yet, and then when she finally does, she's like, oh my god, you mean to tell me I was never really having one? Oh my god, that type of stuff. That's the way I feel about them. So many people that's saying that they woke but they not, but it's okay because this is all about development. This is about us developing as people. That's all this is, and once we start to see it that way, it will really, really like put an end to all the anger and the fights and the arguments and all that kind of stuff, because you won't be thinking about how that person treats you because they don't like you. It's not about you. It's never, ever been about you. It's about whatever they did not develop as a child. That's it. That's it. If they didn't develop it as a child, it goes on a loop and you will see it revolve over and over again in different situations of their life. If they was going through their childhood and never learned how to be financially stable or financially responsible, guess what? You're going to see that shit over and over again as an adult until they become truly woke. Now, whenever if you got a person who never was taught how to pick out a man, pick out a woman or whatever, then guess what? It's going to go on a loop over and over again all the way into their adulthood, and you're going to see it in their adulthood. You're just going to see it. My sister, she got mad at somebody because they wasn't doing they thing, and they over here, she feel like they taking advantage of her or something, and she's upset, and it's about money, and it's like just another one of those examples as to quote unquote why you're not supposed to do business with your friends. And that shit is bunch of bullshit, because you guys could do it if y'all actually knew how to do it, because there's a way to do it. Y'all just don't know how to do it. That's all that is. That's all that is. You're not developed in that area. So you look at that and then you're like, see, that's why you can't. No, you just have to develop. You don't know how to do it. It is a way to do it. And so, she's like, oh, and this person is stupid because, blah, blah, blah. And, and I'm like, so do you think that they could actually get better? Do you honestly think that if they learned how to do it, that they could get better at being? Because right now, all you telling me is that she be over here, dripping you out of money, and and she over here leaving you with this big ass bill and got excuses, and all she does is lie, and she be having all these niggas around her kids. She's an unfit parent, and all this other stuff. Okay, all you just told me, instead of me listening on the other side like, oh yeah, you know what, she a piece of shit, no, that's not what I hear. What I hear is this damn girl never, her fucking childhood was like really, really unproductive. Like her mother and her father or her uncles and aunts or whoever the fuck raised her did not do that good of a motherfucking job. That's all the hell that means. That means that whoever was responsible for bringing up this kid, because whatever you let this kid go through, they will be on a loop over and over again until they figure out what it is that they actually do want, and then change that shit. So if they on a loop of a whole bunch of shit that they don't like, and that means they got a fucked up adulthood right now, and it's a lot of things that they do want that they don't have, and they're upset about it, and it's just on a loop because they don't know how to stop being the way that they are so that they can be the way that they want to be. That's bugged out. But that's what I see. So when she telling me that, I'm like, yo, I see a girl who never learned how to be responsible with money. She's terrible with money. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that your friend is fucking horrible with money. What you're actually telling me is that you got in business with a friend that is terrible with money. You never even checked out her references. You didn't check out to see how she is with money before you decided to go into business with her? Or at least decide whether or not it was going to be a give account type of move? You ain't decide whether or not this is going to be like, you know what, I'm going to just take on this because if she's bad with money and she don't show herself, whatever, I'm going to have to take up the slack. If you ain't make that type of executive decision about your money, that's what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, come on, and that's because you bad with money, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you attracted a fucking friend who is bad with money. Now, I don't know how many niggas my aunt had around her as a kid. I don't know what her mindset is as far as how she feel about a man. From the outskirts of it, I don't know if she wants a husband or if she doesn't want one, because I don't know. I just don't know. I have no idea. But it is what it is. That's my sister. She's just like, she has her own type of thing. My precious baby. That's my boo-boo, okay? She is who she is, and she is a progress. Okay, she is in progress, and she is doing big things, and she will be alright, and she gonna be amazing, and that's who my baby girl is. But does she need development too? Hell yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We all need that shit. People not understanding what perfection truly is. Perfection is being the best of you. It's not being like that fucking, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman on a television screen next to her, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white, man figure or whatever. That's not what perfection is. It really, really isn't. Perfection is your little dot and dimple here and that there and this there and that there, and you think this way and you like these things and you can do this stuff naturally, and once you applied yourself, you was able to do all this other stuff amazingly, and you developed in this and developed in that and developed in this and this is who you are, and you know it, and you know who's helping you, and you know what I'm saying, you're thankful and grateful. That is perfection. That is perfection. And you moving in purpose. You're doing things that make you feel good. Your only sole purpose of life is to find the things that make you feel good. And only engage in such things. That is perfection. But because we are blinded by this thing called the curse, where we believe that there are two powers. We believe that times is hard, life is rough. You can't just wish upon a star and all this other stuff. Motherfucker, yes you can. You can literally talk to God and tell him what it is that you want, and he will literally deliver that shit. But you gotta get your fucking fucked up thoughts together. He can't function under these conditions when you are over here with all these fucked up thoughts about how it's not going to work. Okay, so it's not going to work. Why? Because the way that the law of attraction works is whatever you think about, you bring about. So if that's how that works,